What is going on, Raider Nation? It's JT coming at you with another episode of the Raidercast, your podcast for everything silver and black. Today we have a new update to the injury report, a very disappointing, kind of surprising addition, and as Hunter Renfrow did not participate in practice today, as he was listed as a not even existent on the injury report yesterday. He was a full participant. He is dealing with an apparent hip injury. So Renfrow and Waller are both not participating in practice. It's revealed that Darren Waller is more than likely, if not for sure, not playing Sunday versus the Texans, dealing with the hamstring injury that, Keenan Allen's been dealing with a hamstring injury. He's been out 5 weeks. He's still not back on, playing terms or playing ability in terms of injury. So obviously this is extremely disappointing. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Injuries suck. They happen, but nevertheless, it's still disappointing, especially from these two players. They've combined for a little over 300 yards. They've combined for 1 touchdown, I'm pretty sure, or 2 at max. They have not played up to their contract even when they are healthy. Waller had an awful game against the Titans where he basically lost us the game. You had Renfrow losing us 2 games, one versus the Cardinals, which is where he got his concussion and then, was out for 2 weeks, which obviously concussions suck. Very serious, injury, but still the fact remains he fumbled the ball, whether it was because he was knocked out or whatever. Regardless, he fumbled that ball. And then again on the Chiefs, he ran into Adams, who either one of them should have gotten open, and clearly Adams was running his route. Renfrow either late to his, his move, or he was just running the wrong route because he wasn't there for 2 weeks. Who knows? But these two players have lost us basically 3 games. In my opinion, they've lost us 3 games. The Chargers game was obviously not on them. That was just a rough start to the season, especially from Carr. Titans game was all on Darren Waller. Carr looked a lot better in that game. The Cardinals game were on fire. Renfrow made 2 fumbles in that game. One actually recovered for a touchdown, which ended the game. And then last week, like I said, Waller was out for the second half because of the hamstring injury. Most of the game, honestly, and when he was in, he didn't contribute really that much at all. So our 2 playmakers that we paid in the offseason made Darren Waller a top 5 paid NFL tight end, made Hunter Renfrow, a pretty penny, give him a good, solid, pretty hefty contract. Both disappointed that they're not playing. And again, like I said, injuries suck. They happen. But again, we're spending money on these players. These players were basically saying, we said to them, we trust you to perform. And obviously, one of my biggest worries about giving Darren Waller his contract was not his play. It was the fact that he's older and was coming off a very injured season. He missed a lot of games last season. And when he did come back, he wasn't the same. He had, he had some big catches against the Bengals. But before then, he wasn't playing that super well. And then a hamstring injury in preseason. And he didn't play a lot during the preseason. He didn't participate in practice a lot in the preseason. We gave him his contract before the Chargers game. He did fine against the Chargers. And then, like I said, he got a hamstring hurt again later on. So this is obviously a recurring injury. I'm pretty sure the hamstring was made him call out last time. It was a knee injury, similar area, obviously leg injury. But like I said, older tight ends, if they get injured, it's not easy for them to return. They're bigger guys. They're asked to put a lot of their body on the line. So if they get hurt, it's very hard for them to play. Now Renfrow obviously was out with a concussion. He's never really had injury concerns at all, even last year. He was a 1,000 yard receiver last season, a Pro Bowl wide receiver. We have not seen that this year. Not even close to the same performance. He's been fumbling. He had fumble issues against the Chiefs last year. He had some fumbling issues. So I feel like this is just a recurring thing that we haven't really seen enough, because in his previous 2 seasons, he didn't get the ball that much. I mean, he was at maybe 500, 600 yards in his second year, which is a lot, but as a, wide receiver 3, or slot wide receiver only comes in on third down, that's fine because he's usually going to get the ball and it's going to fall forward for the first down or shake, some tackles, fall for the first down, whatever. But when you're being asked to be wide receiver 2, get a significant number of receptions, a significant number of targets, and you're fumbling the ball a lot, it's not a good look. So those are 2 big issues on our offense, and even without them, our offense has been pretty good. So again, was it worth paying them? I don't know. In the long run, maybe. Renfrow's still relatively young. He's actually kind of much older than you think. Waller's obviously older, so we'll see how that goes. It's kind of a rant, and maybe you say I'm unfair to them, but man, if you're going to get paid, you got to perform. And like I said, injuries suck. They happen, and I can't expect them to perform injured. But when they are injured, like I said, literally like probably 3 minutes ago, you need to perform, and they have not performed. They've made really bad mistakes, costly mistakes. So, are they worth the contract that they were given? Luckily, it's structured for both of them, or all the contracts recently, that there are outs in a year or so or whatever that make it a little easier to swallow if we do need to cut them and they're not, performing how we wanted them to or need them to. But other than that, same injury report as last time. Jayon Brown, Hollins, and Moreau, all limited participation, but that still says to me that they are pointing in the right direction in terms of playing for Sunday. As long as they're participating in practice, I don't see them. They'll probably be ruled as questionable, and then that means they'll play. So I'm not concerned about them. Just definitely concerned about Waller and Renfrow at this point. I want to see them play. I want to see them succeed. I want them to be Raiders. I want them to put up the performance that they had the past couple of years, past 3 seasons. But like I said, when they have been on the field and been healthy, they have not performed. So we'll see where this goes. I don't think they're going to be traded or anything like that. That'd be really stupid. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully they get better. And if they get better and they start looking better, great. If they don't, that's a lot of question marks then. It's a lot of problems going into the offseason then. But that's way down the line. We'll see how it goes. I think, we're going to win against the Texans. Again, save that for a pregame show, which I'll be recording with NJ Raider Nation tomorrow and uploading on Saturday. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe and put on the notification bell so you don't miss that upload. That's a fun video I do every week that there's a game with my friend NJ Raider Nation. So definitely go check that out. Go check out my previous video about my predictions for this week. Thursday Night Football starts tonight. Week 7 is officially starting tonight. So let's see how the rest of this week goes. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you stuck around for this long, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, like I said. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts about anything that you want to talk about. Check out my previous videos that will be up on the screen in probably a few seconds. And I hope you all had a great day, and peace out, Raider Nation.